right. When we last left the fateful group, you had defeated the big bad. You had the deep spawn that had been plaguing the dwarven community, and especially that dwarven mine, was taken out, and you guys were victorious and sat upon a pile of amazing gold and loot, treasures, and all sorts of things. Kind of concluded with, the dwarves were basically trying to, open up the collapsed kind of cave system that basically led to the mine as you guys left. And right as you guys were, coming out of it, they managed to break through and made your trip back a lot easier to get into town.
Before we go back, are the mushroom dudes following us?
No, they're gonna go
back, or do they need help getting home or anything?
No, they think they're okay. This is in general, putting quotes, their home, the underdarky kind of areas, so they feel pretty comfortable getting around. They thank you for your help, and they hope that they were helpful.
I do still think that we should talk to the dwarves about maybe not eating sapient mushrooms anymore, just as a a thing. So mark that down on our to-do list.
We only get one favor from them: either revive Hergurtha and go to war for us, or stop eating mushrooms.
Well, I think we can ask for both. That's like 1.05 favors.
I like how you said you only get one favor, but name two things.
Dwarf math is base 2.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Revive Hagurtha and go to war for us. Those are two different things.
They're similar.
Oh, they're definitely not similar. So
they're. Yeah, how's Jerry and
exactly what I was
Johan?
about to ask.
Yeah, how's
before we
Jerry
went up to
and
the city,
Johan doing?
I'll at least load the city page, but go ahead.
That was it. Jerry and Johan have they absconded? Are they still hanging out?
How are they doing?
They're still hanging
out. Okay, so that means the one we left in the city. That's probably a doppelganger.
Wait,
probably stopped.
No, both of them are.
So here's what we have to determine, kind of just from a meta perspective, is are the clones independent of the mother brain moss worm thing now that it's dead?
Well, here's the thing. I still have detect evil on, don't I, Ryan?
It's like 2 hours, I think, right?
No?
You guys were probably
we went down, we got back up.
We took our time.
He did say you guys go around the mine and clear it out.
Yeah. Some of this is going to be up to the dwarves, what they want to do as well, right?
Well, the clones are connected to the creature. Because there was an opening, my characters, there was a clone of me, which just they're mindless. The ogre that came in mid fight, as soon as they went down, it went mindless too. So I'm assuming all clones are just.
Yeah, he was confused.
Okay. I thought
kind of what's going on here, kind of look, and then y'all were like, nuke him with fire.
Right.
I had nothing to do with that, to be fair. I was honestly wondering if we could get him as a helper and put him in that armor. But
I thought you said he went mindless, so my bad.
Well, so if we assume, as we at the end of last session, that all of you guys except for me are clones,
Well, only
then we
it's
know
only,
that
it's only what is it? It's only
Is it just- Arnie and
Yeah. only Arnie
Orin.
and Oakenshield.
No,
but like they didn't get zapped. So my supposition is that if you guys are clones, A, then B, the only people who got like mind zapped and disoriented were the ones who were like actively controlled by the thing. But also, I think if you were actual clones that the thing could control, then there's no reason it wouldn't have used that against us in the fight to protect itself. So I think it is less likely that you are clones that the Moss Swarm could actually do something, right?
Wait, I thought it was me and Horace that was clones, not Arnie.
No, it's you and Arnie, because you and Arnie were the original people in the party that went missing.
And this guy died, right?
Yeah, my guy was in by, what was it, 249 goblins?
He was.
Oh, true,
So
yeah.
But Horace was also kind of like compelled
What the-
and didn't understand exactly why he was with this group. But he was here and he kind of knew his purpose, and then he went.
He was-
So, you know.
He was with us. Was he with us when we first woke up?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I might be as well.
What?
Like you guys made originals, and then whoever the big, this other bad guy is, like fed you to the clone for tribute, and then now like you're back out. I don't know.
I can't remember, but did we actually find another Arnie body with us? Like in the
It was just the Oakenshield clone.
Just the Oakenshield clone
And
that
it's like
wasn't yet.
gestating inside of it.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
It might not have to eat you.
I'm thinking it's just me and Horace. Because of
Why not Arnie?
because of the lich that we found in the one dungeon from before.
Oh yeah, the Lich might have used Arnie for some purposes. Okay.
So I'm thinking something with him, since he was technically a servant of him, like he protected him.
Well, either way, if we're bringing back Johan and Jerry, we also need to get scarred Johan.
Well, so what I think that we can do sort of out of the gate is we have this medallion of ESP thing that lets us read minds, right? It also lets us, so we can read Jerry's mind and, therefore communicate with him in a slightly better way rather than just, hey, and like thumbs up. Not that there's not a lot in there, but.
Okay, so I'm thinking that if the Scourgeon was a clone, he would be mindless. Oh
no, they get confused.
Yeah, they don't, like, their minds don't melt.
No, but with the clone Oakenshield.
No, the clone Oakenshield was dead.
Yeah, he wasn't done baking. Like, he wasn't birthed yet.
It wasn't like ready to come out yet.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what.
And it just kind of flopped out.
Yeah. So, Vance, if you want to do the ESP thing.
I mean, I'll just extend my mind to a tentacle monster. That always works out, sure. But anyway, so if we're kind of storylining it, then Vance would at least try to commune with Jerry via ESP to read his thoughts. If I can get the amulet to work, I'm going to test it on the party first to make sure that I got it tuned in before I go straight on brain melt. But
by the way, it's a medallion of ESP 30 feet. There is one that's 90 feet.
yeah, I figure we got the Corolla model. Put it in the Discord there.
Yeah.
He rolled a 1, then Vance is thinking mostly how he hasn't had a bath in a week.
You start like holding the chair, and it starts blowing ever so like gently. It's subtle, but it is noticeable, and you feel like your consciousness start to kind of flow out. You've never used this before, and you're like, man, I haven't really used this. Man, I kind of smell. Like, did I forget to put deodorant on before I even came out here today? Like, I don't even. Oh man! And then you see Jerry, like, kind of like his one eye winking at you, and kind of like once again cocking his head the way like a dog does when it's slightly confused. And then he starts like looking around and like looking up, and like his little like tentacle on his head starts like moving around. And he just seems to be freaked out, but you're not picking up thoughts.
Is everyone else picking up my thoughts about how I smell bad?
Yes. Anyone within 30 feet of you, you start like hearing Vance's voice in your head, and it's like he's narrating a noir movie, but except it's about his body odor.
Vance, put the medallion down, please.
And guys, we know that I have trouble with talismans.
Let me see it. Let me just try it.
You can give it a shot, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to. I'm gonna try to hear. Jerry. If this is a medallion of ESP that constantly misfires, I swear.
I think that there's such a thing as like a medallion of project thoughts or something. It's like it's the cursed version where you just always broadcast what you're thinking.
So you start like looking over at Jerry, and he starts like looking around again, and then everyone within 30 feet kind of hears chorus like, yeah, sure he's not good with ambulance. Maybe he just doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Well,
this is an ambulance that constantly misfires. Nice.
It could also be that neither of us know what we're doing.
That is also true.
You know what we can do though is give it to Jerry, and then he will be able to project thoughts to us. So
It would take him concentrating on it, and you would really have to explain it to him like on what he needs to do, because it takes focus. He doesn't look like a focused individual.
Yeah. Okay.
He does have a crude sharpened stick now.
It's an improvement.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, you good?
Hey, and he gives you a thumbs up.
Okay, that's all we need to know.
Well, we should. Johan is at least a sapient gnome adjacent being, even if he is a clone. I think we need to talk to him and kind of let him know what's going to happen here. So what we need to decide as a group is like, are clones automatically evil even if we killed the thing?
Well, I think what we need to do is have a rest so I can get Detect Evil back up and see if they have that evil aura around them.
Well, we can go back to the city and see what the dwarves want to do. And
yeah,
we're going to do that. But like, if we walk into that city, the dwarves are going to be like, "You're a fucking clone." Kill him. Right?
Yeah. Does Britt have anything to comment on this?
Britt will look at you and go, I'm talking about that. I gotta believe that you have to judge each person on their individual merits. This Jerry fellow and Johan haven't done it.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I'll ask Jerry straight up, or not Jerry. Jerry says A. Johan. Johan, it's entirely possible that you're a lone creature created by this thing depths. We encountered many of them in our travels. It's up to you whether you wish to travel to the Mithril City with us or strike out on your own, what you would like to do. Or if you are Johan, or if the gnome we left in the Mithril City is Johan, or if it even matters. I'll explain the whole thing to him.
I don't remember being a clone. I remember, being raised in the city and with my mom and the pod, living over there. And I don't really remember any of this. It's not making much sense. This is a lot to wrap my head around.
Well, regardless, the only Johan I've ever known was a friend. Whether you remember us or not, that is true.
What was your youngest memory?
I remember sitting by the fire with my father and, stories to us about, lost heroes, great gnomish adventures, those sorts of things.
How old were you?
Well, you guys want to head back to the city, see.
Oh, that's the thing to do. We will argue on behalf of clone rights.
Yeah, though we also will need to get scarred Johan.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that the Devourer used these two to blow up the entrance.
Yeah, we'll keep the domestic terrorism charges under our hat until we know what's going on.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that dwarven justice is not kind.
All right, so you enter back into the city, and you're given an escort by some of the Brotherhood of the Axe. So they are quite happy that so many of y'all returned, that there wasn't a huge loss. That's always a good thing.
Well, we do have the bodies of the two Brotherhood members who did not make it.
Yeah.
Those will get brought back in a ceremony. They give a solemn parade.
What about Grum? Well, not Grum, Emberhand.
Well, Emberhand's body's gone. So
Wait, what?
I'm talking. It was consumed in fire and then forged into your mace.
Oh, I thought it was just his soul.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
his body was consumed too?
Yeah, like it basically was like it erupted in fire and his soul came out. The body was just like trashed, and then he just forged the soul into the
Oh.
Although some theologians argue that the unique nature of dwarves, their bodies and souls are combined and inseparable. But, what the hell?
So they bring you in and they take you immediately towards the Citadel of the Sleeping King right now. And you're met there by one of the representatives of the council. You're met by Belgar. Belgar Ironhammer, the head of the church. So,
Ooh. Okay.
long beard. He's standing there waiting for you.
I think one of the dwarves probably. So in this case, I'd say probably Oak and Shield may want to present the dead body or the trophy of the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will kind of carry the bodies in.
Like the tentacle. What did we chop off? Like a tentacle or something like that?
We chopped off like the tentacles. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll look down at them. This beast that caused us so much pain.
No, and I kind of hand. I go. It's this the tentacles, but the two dwarven bodies.
The dwarven bodies are still in the mines. They're bringing them up later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I go. Yeah. This is the beast.
You did well. He'll put his hand on your shoulder, Open Shield. A sense of calm just runs through you. Like it's like a warm touch of a close relative. He radiates like a warmth of dwarven society. And you feel like even though he's not related to you, you get a small tinge of pride that this guy approves of what you did. He looks and he goes, "This wasn't a small punishment." All of you.
And I go.
All of you deserve some form of recognition. Though I think you had some in the idea for this, as he's kind of looking over at Brett or giving him kind of the side eye. The council will meet and have a conversation in a support on what happened. You shall be put up in our
Okay.
lovely establishments. We shall meet at midday tomorrow.
Of course.
Now go. Drink heavily. Eat well. Rest.
You gotta tell me twice.
So,
Ryan,
go ahead.
I've been wondering, Horace, does he actually need camping gear? Like you said, he enters a shutdown state. Does he even need bedding or whatever?
Talking if he wants to lay down in some place that's relatively comfortable, yes. If he doesn't care about that, then no.
Oh, okay.
Although, we've discovered that there's a button on your back that releases your kung fu armor plating. So he may like to lay down in a bed.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh well.
So they'll take you over.
So, boys,
to,
yeah.
Kind of like a luxury suite that has several rooms in it. Britt will excuse himself. He'll clasp hands with all of you and say, I have to return to my men, but I will be at the meeting tomorrow. It was a good adventure. Have my loyalty and my thanks.
We couldn't ask for a more stalwart companion.
Yeah, and you ours. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible.
Well, let's leave out the part where the monsters grab me up and smack me. Let's leave that out of the story. Everything else we can say. And then he'll chuckle.
That is perfectly fine.
Leave what out again?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? If the monster wants to do 70 HP of damage to the guy with 90 HP, that's its business, not ours. I'm not.
Like, well, enjoy the night. Talk. And he'll like put his arm around one of the other brothers of the axe and basically start heading off towards there.
Liam Dunham, Deegan. Always a pleasure.
Humming a slight Corbin tune under his breath. So,
You know, I really feel bad about those statues.
They did their job.
Yeah. No, I feel bad about the people that have to remake those statues.
Hey man, we're creating jobs.
Sure, yeah.
They call it stalactite economics, actually. Well, friends, much as I would like to carouse and drink myself into a stupor, it seems in somewhat poor taste, burying so many of our compatriots. Let's opt for a more morose drunk than a blinding drunk that gets us in trouble. How about that?
Yeah.
When you go to eat, they bring out like a piece worth of food. It's got like a rack of things, something that looks similar to bovine, but it's not it. It's probably some sort of yak. And, a bunch of root vegetables and grain breads. But one thing you do notice is there's lots of mushroom foods, lots of different fungi and lots of mushrooms, and everything's got a mushroom or kind of like a Salisbury sauce on it. So.
Oh no!
Unfortunate that I can't eat.
Can Horace at least make a show of eating, whether or not he actually requires caloric sustenance? It just seems rude not to. I'm worried.
Can I? Did
You can attempt to eat.
Did Belgar inform me that I shouldn't eat?
Never said anything.
I don't wanna ruin the festivities by trying to eat and all of a sudden puking up ash.
Yeah, start with something small. You don't know. I mean, as long as they don't appear to be from the same genus as our buddies. I mean, but we never know. These could be babies. I guess we're just gonna have to choke it down, guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk looking like an absolute tool puking ash everywhere.
You could try a mushroom, and then just if you puke, you spit into your napkin, right? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, but I feel like if I try to eat something magical, is gonna happen. Oh well. I guess I could try a small something.
Okay. So you go ahead and eat, and it tastes quite lovely and divine.
So I can eat?
Well, you can taste.
That doesn't sound good. Oh, this isn't gonna end well, is it, Ryan?
You never know. So, y'all eat, drink up. Unless anyone wants to do something absolutely ridiculous, I'm probably just going to fast forward it to the next day and say it's, and go to the midday unless people want to do something before it.
Would getting a dwarfing drunk count as something crazy?
One more time. Speak up a little. I couldn't hear you.
Would getting a dwarfing drunk be doing something crazy?
I'm talking. You can tie one on, but you don't have to go crazy. You just, unless you're planning on like lighting yourself on fire and running through the streets.
I think it's probably expected of the returning heroes. The ritual.
Not in dwarf. Not in a dwarven land.
What are you talking about? Drink and fight. It's a whole thing.
Whatever.
Am I being intolerant of the diminutive races? I don't know. I feel like that's their thing. Yeah, I don't think they're going to look at us sideways if we enjoy their delicious feast that they made for us and partake of their meat horns and whatnot.
Yes, lovely alcohols. Lovely strong. Like Canadian beer. Lovely taste thing. Lovely bouquets with your ales and your beers, your stouts, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, if you guys are ready just to fast forward, I am.
Yeah, well, I think we've belabored the point here. Yeah.
The next day, you enter and go back into the main
Oh, are the three guys who came with us back?
Oh wait, no.
Do you remember we left the Axe Brotherhood boys down to guard the treasure, but
Yeah,
but I think they must have come up with us after the mine reopened.
Yeah, once the mine reopened, they sent people in there to secure that area. Now that it was, not insane. So you go back into that main room, and sitting before you is the council. So Belgar's there. Werdak is the person for the Stone Shoulder clan of warriors. Ogrim Broadshoulders, who is the representative from the Rift Songs, which is the scholars and the leaders. And Lodimer Mountainbelt, who is representative from Arnskull, the smiths and workers. And looming, ever present, I guess I will is sitting there is Barak, the clanless, Mithril shield and his Mithril statue looming over the entire proceedings. So you walk in, it's very kind of solemn, and Brent is already in the room as your kind of herd comes in, and you hear like a big kind of gavel. And Belgar says, "These proceedings will now begin. Would like a debrief as to what exactly happened." So what I'm going to say is there anything y'all want to leave out? So I'm just going to have y'all say, like, we tell them what happened, because I don't want to go through 30 minutes of explanation, but is there anything you specifically want to leave out or not tell them, or anything you want to emphasize, or, something like that?
I think we should emphasize the clones thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Specifically to that, our evidence that the clones, after the defeat of the creature, we at least think may be like independent or not actually, or whatever. We don't know which one's which. Who the hell knows? We will leave out. Should we leave out that we found a clone shield in its tummy?
I think we should leave that out. Well,
telling lies in the Citadel of Warden. I don't know their cleric.
No, it's not leaving it out. It's just abstaining from information. But no, we burned it along with the thing. I'm assuming, right, Ryan?
What exactly?
We oil flashed it.
We burned the second oak. We burned the Doppel Oaken shield along with the.
You guys said
Yeah.
burn it up.
Yeah.
There were other dwarves that were there.
Yeah. I think we should say that we don't know how it clones specifically. Like, people have said it eats people and clones them. We've seen that it might not be eating, it's just getting in the vicinity of people.
And we just tell them the whole thing, and we'll emphasize the parts about our mushroom allies who stalwartly saved us, and try to hype up everybody that helped us out, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Including the angel.
Well, what we were talking about before, if Brith or any of the Axe Brotherhood want to go on about the angelic visitation thing, I think it would be better coming from them than us being like, listen, guys, and then your god showed up and he's like, hey, you guys are the blessed ones. And we're like, yeah, we know. Like, we don't want to do it that way, right?
Yeah, probably.
Brith will definitely jump in and mention that as their eyes all kind of get a little wide on them. And what is it? Werdak, Cragbeard, Warrior Clan, kind of scoffs a little bit at that. Just kind of like gives kind of a yeah, right? So
at which point, Oakenshield can present the relic crossbow that we were gifted.
And I can present the Slayer mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll say something. The Werdak will be like, it seems that our god likes these humans and their companions more than he likes us. I don't even see what we're doing here. Why don't we just go ahead and hand over everything to him? And Belgar Ironhammer will look over and he's like, tread carefully, closely to heresy. So mark your words very, very closely. But he feels a little censured we understand that Belgar will look and he's like, we appreciate everything you've done. We believe in one service, that nothing is free, that services require payment. We are willing to offer you a large portion of the treasure that you receive, if that's what you would like, as payment for this endeavor.
Okay, guys. We came here for Hagertha, right?
And also Heinrich if there's a +1 level.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, like, out of character.
Not gold. We're not doing the gold.
Well, no, here's the thing. depending on how much it will cost us to hire a cleric to use the revive spell.
Well,
No. The thing is,
can do it.
Yeah, they can do it. Belgar can do it.
No, I'm saying depending on how much it is, we could take the gold, and if we
We'd
receive
still
more
have
gold,
to find another one.
Like, we literally don't know anybody who can do it, and we sort of think that maybe Weradak Belgar can probably do it.
Yeah.
But there's nobody
And
in
as a
Ironguard
favor.
or in the other town that are even close to capable.
Yeah.
So this is it,
We could get this as a favor.
right?
Just, hey, think you could just bring him back from the dead? Lickety split kind of deal. That's what we came here for. That's why we did this.
Right.
If they could help in a war, that's also good. But we're here to revive our companions.
yeah,
Right.
no, but if we get the gold, then hire a cleric to do it. But if we get more gold, we could revive for it and still make the money.
No, the thing
There's no
we
cleric to
don't
hire.
know anyone.
Yeah.
There is no cleric to hire. Belgar is the only one we know that can revive people, Tasso.
I'm sure that he can do that, so
Yeah,
we're
you guys-
finger crossing here.
You guys asked about the clerics that were in Ironguard, and there's one in Helix that you guys kind of know about, and neither of them have the ability to revive. That was the whole reason for coming here, was maybe the dwarves have a cleric that's like grand enough.
And Belgar seems like he can. And I don't know about you, but I don't think we can walk up to Belgar and hire him to revive someone.
Well, I got like $50. What are you doing this afternoon?
Exactly. I don't think we can really do that.
Right. I also think that just from the big hero narrative type thing, pay us, but how much is this other thing going to cost us, right? It's a loyalty to kin and companion and our battle brothers versus pure lust for gold, which, well, I'm sure dwarves, understand. It's like an honor and glory versus treasure kind of situation is my feeling.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement that
I respect
Yeah.
you, Tasso. You're playing very dwarven. If I can make a buck out of this, though,
Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah. I'm 100% on board with the spirit of the thing, but I think given the situation,
yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of. I was trying to play very dwarven like.
Yeah, though the only thing we can really ask at this point is if they can revive our friends. That's all we can ask.
I think, you know what? I think that this. So we were joking earlier about Gage was like, "Oh, we can only ask one thing: their help in war and to revive Agertha." But I think that, well, from a certain perspective, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We need our battle sister back because we must prosecute this war, and if you would join us in this battle, that's our whole shtick, right? Is we're trying to stop the Hobgoblin threat and save the duchy. We want our battle sister back to do this, and anyone else who is willing to lend sword, axe, or hammer to our side.
Yeah.
So I think that there may be a way to cast it where, this is the thrust of our argument. Help, please.
I have a thought of how to phrase it.
All right, go for it.
All we request is help in this war. Not much. Fairly little, to be honest. All we request is that you, if you can, help us with our fallen comrades. If there's anyone who can revive them and bring them back. We need them for this war.
Werdak immediately sees it. He's like, see, all they want to do is drag us into war. And I respect our dwarven companions and their human friends. But dragging us into a war with an enemy that we do not know seems a bit reactionary. I, for one, will not be voting, at least without knowing who this enemy is.
Why don't you come along with us and see them with your own eyes?
Belgar will look and like, they have done us a great deed. And you see him, he's struggling. He's trying to put some context around this.
If you wish to know this enemy, we can't show you their hideout because it's a great distance, but well, what was that, Vance?
Lords, you admitted us into the hallowed halls of your home as emissaries from the Lord Ironguard to honor your alliance and deep ties to this realm. As allies of the Lord, asking the things that we do, I think it's only fair that you be privy to the knowledge that the Lord himself is. I offer you a copy of the very report we presented to him not a fortnight ago. I've got this scroll of like the letter that I wrote, thinking we wouldn't be able to go talk to him, but we actually got to present it in person. That outlines all the crap we found out about the Hobgoblin threat and what they're up to in Tiamat and all that nonsense. So, proffered on knee and whatnot.
What is it? So, Lortimer Mountainbelt is the representative of the Smiths and Workers Barnstone. He stands up and moves with a slight limp and heads over to get the Fury. Like, yes. Report. Finally, we get to know who our enemy is from your exquisite detail. He goes, but what if we were to hear from the enemy themselves? And you hear like a slow clap from behind you in the room, like a. And you see your old buddy walk into the room, stride just straight on in.
Old buddy?
Oh yeah,
No.
Oh no.
I hope it's not who I'm thinking it is.
Oh, it is. It is. God damn it.
So, what is it? Prefect Kel Revel, surrounded by an honor guard of hobgoblins, is like
God.
He comes into the room. He's like, "Thank you, Lord Lortimer, for your kind words and at least allowing me the fairness of arguing my case before I'm slandered by people that have a grudge against me."
I look around the room.
Lortimer will make a grand gesture. He's like, "We have been offered by the Hobgoblin forces to make arms and equipment for them at a great profit to our city.
You do know that they will slaughter everything outside of your city, correct?
They have guaranteed a non-aggression pact with us, simply in exchange for fair trade. What more could we ask for? What more could we want? We are left alone to tend our minds and anchor our cities. Let the outside world be the outside world. That is theirs.
Ryan, what do we know of the actual politic and alliance between the dwarves and the humans? Is it just kind of like, hey, we trade every once in a while? Or are there actual alliances, ties, and things?
I think it's definitely a mutual trade situation, a mutual defense of the area situation. So it should be, yes, kind of a mutual pact. It's the, what is it, kind of from Lord of the Rings. It's the, Gondor calls for aid kind of thing,
Oh, okay. If it's that deep, then forgive me, my lord Mountain Belt, in Dwarven. I was under the impression that the ancient pacts still held true, and that the Mithril City come to the aid of its allies. If I'm incorrect, then perhaps we have come calling error.
So Belgar will immediately hitch onto what you're saying, and he points to the mithril tablets, and he points and he goes, "Our king wrote upon these, or said these words that we wrote into this mithril stone. He said that we will honor our agreements, that we are not dwarves, we do not honor what they say. I appreciate the fact that you are allowing this prefect to come and speak in our court, and I appreciate him for coming, but we already have an alliance." Mountain Belt will then go listen, the king is not here. The king was supposed to be back years ago. He's not coming. It is time for us to forge our own way, our own path. He gave us, yes, rules, and he points around with all the tablets. Yes, he gave us all these rules and things to obey, but it is up to us to interpret those rules. Sometimes it requires making new agreements in new situations, especially when we can all benefit.
The humans don't benefit. The outside world doesn't benefit.
He'll whip around.
We will be left screaming in fire.
He'll whip around, sharpen his attack, and look at you, and he goes, "And when our people were dying here, in the mines, things that, when the beholders were coming, things from the darkness were coming, and we fought them back, where were the humans?"
Right here.
The same thing about the
Now.
Hobgoblins.
Today.
Did the humans know about that, Ryan?
You don't know. I'm talking. You're not up on that level of history. Dwarves hold grudges for.
I don't know, I'm 30 years old, so man, I was learning my ABCs, man.
The prefect will chime in. It's we have no conflict with you and the dwarves, and we don't wish there to be one. I am not here to issue threats. I am not here to be your enemy. But if you choose to go against us, we will have to come after you to defend ourselves. We are a peaceful people in our hearts. But
So, what about...
what we must tame this land and make it good for all.
What about when you guys said you would conquer the Dwarven Halls and tame them as well? They did say that at one point, right, Danny? Yeah.
He gives a slight flourish of a smile. He goes, "That was a embellishment in order to stall you for time so that my plan."
Why don't you tell them, the dwarves, how a friend died?
How who died? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry, how who died?
Agatha,
He'll look and he goes, "I killed her. She would have killed me had she had the opportunity. Would she not have?" He's
only
looking
if
right
she
at
was attacked first.
Oakenshield. He's like,
Only if she was attacked first.
"You believe?"
Well, that's not true. That's certainly true.
Well, I mean, they did technically attack first, so
He didn't.
it's not
you're
wrong.
You're talking to like dwarven warriors, though. Like who hit first isn't their concern. It's not playground rules, you know.
Right, and he's not asking that question. He said, if she had the chance to kill him, she would do it. Correct?
Yeah,
Only
she would have. Yeah,
Only
she would have.
people could to
Council, the political machinations of these creatures are irrelevant. The hobgoblins and their bastard lizard masters seek the font of chaos beneath the barrow. They seek the pit of chaos. And when they acquire it, this entire land will be plunged into darkness. Whether they can bring their foul god to bear upon the lands is of no consequence. If they gain the power they seek, none of the fair races will survive. Your bastion here in the Mithril cities, doughty and strong though it may, will not stand against them. No human hall will stand even a tenth the chance that you do. Whatever their short-term plans may be to supply you with coin to balance your red ledgers, and I will make a sharp glance at Mountain Belt with that one, will be nothing. They satisfy their goals. Their armies march. There may be a few hundreds here now, but thousands plan to come across the mountains after. We know this to be true. Where will you stand when the legions arrive? If not with us, then at least do us this favor that we have asked, sworn upon the halls of your gods, the halls of your home, in service to you. Do us this small thing so that we may continue our quest, whatever you decide. But if you would honor the old agreements, stand now against this creature which fouls your halls. When can any of you say in the days of your grandfathers that a hobgoblin pierced the walls of the Mithril city? And I'll shake my head and look downcast and as ancient as I can at 27.
Bagram Broadshoulders, the representative of the scholars here, will look up and he's like, "Did you say that he searches out in the Barrowmaze for, what did you call it?"
Pit of Chaos is the name that we have been told. I think that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He says a word in Dwarven, or words in Dwarven, and it translates roughly into like the pit of damnation. That's what it goes. And he looks over dead-eyed at the guy, and he's like, "Are you seeking out this pit?" And you can tell that the Belt doesn't want to answer this question.
Yeah.
I keep pushing it.
He's like,
I'll keep
sitting
on.
there. You can tell he's like biding his time for words. And he's like,
You do not want to lie in the dwarven halls.
he looks over to you and he's like, "Shut your mouth." He's like, "I am not a liar. That is not in my character. Though all of you were trying to come up with a clever lie when I slit your friend's throat."
So you say that you do not lie. So does that mean you do plan on conquering and taming the Dwarven Halls?
I already said that was an embellishment to stall for time. He looks at them and he goes, honored father.
So answer the question.
He is. He goes, honored father, and he looks at Belgar and he goes, you would do anything for your lord Mordain, correct? The dwarf, like, slowly, like, millimeter by millimeter, like, nods. And he's like, and so it is with my God that I must pursue this area for her greater glory. So to say that I pursue it, yes, but only in the name and service of a God, as you would do yourself.
I would simply note, Council, the god of the Hobgoblins is generally taken to be a male. This man has betrayed his gods in service of Tiamat.
And he looks at you and, like, he breaks form. Like, he normally is very well put together. He's always very James Bond villain. And he snaps ever so quickly at you, and he's like, don't even speak her name, bow instantly.
And there is the truth of the matter.
I am not here to judge your gods, and you are not here to judge mine.
You're incorrect there.
So, Belgar will, like, he has gone around.
Off rails.
We must clear the room for the council to speak. We will take a vote on several issues, and we will let you know shortly our decisions. Is that acceptable to everyone in this room?
I think it
Yeah.
is if, yeah, of course.
Then please leave and head into our lobby. So it's a little awkward because you're like the double doors at the same time as like hobgoblins that you were probably trying to kill and they were trying to kill you like not that long ago.
So you guys catch the game last night, or?
It was pretty good. Pretty solid. We should get a brew.
So, what a ludicrous display.
Speaking of brew, I gotta get some water real quick. My throat is drying up. So we'll take that later.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be him. I hated it, and I knew it was gonna be him. So, what do we do if they go over to the Hobgoblin side? Guys? Oh.
I'm kind of thinking about it.
Yeah. What do we do? Am I going to have to go back on my dwarven brethren and fight them? Like, my... Like... Okay. This isn't gonna go well, is it?
What happened?
No, it's nothing. It's just what if they go in the favor of the Hobgoblins?
I was just thinking as I was getting up, this was supposed to be a report on us killing the tentacle monster. Why the hell are the Hobgoblins even here?
I feel
somebody's on the take from this whatever the hell his name is.
Wait,
they
on.
probably have a spy in the capital.
Wait, hold on.
Thago or Mortimer.
How
Were you gonna
did
say
they
Tasso?
Johan.
How did they know?
Johan.
Over there.
Johan.
Johan was captured by the orcs.
Johan.
Yeah, but he was captured by orcs, not the Hobgoblins, and I think that they were at war.
Yeah. They were at war.
Oh, maybe. Could be. That's a leap too far with the information we have, but if that's something to investigate, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually taken aback. Like, in what universe would a dwarf ever let a hobgoblin into his house?
Yeah, why the hell did they let them in? If they don't even let people in, why the hell would they let a hobgoblin in?
That may just be your humanocentric racism.
No.
They may just look at us all as the same. I don't know.
Hobgoblins aren't one of the cultured races. Like, they're literally not one of the.
But here's the thing: we had a whole time getting in. The only reason why we got in was because we were
emissaries.
Right, and like Brith ended up helping us out too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, we were the only reason that we were the right-hand man of the king. So
so something fishy for sure.
Yeah. If they're already on the take, I swear.
Well, if that's the case, they're still holding to us because we still did them the big favor. So get our resurrection. We'll get their gold and we'll get the hell out and mark them off as corrupted. And then we're going to go to the elves and be like, elves, listen, those dwarven idiots are totally in league with the hobgoblins. You got to help us out. And then, like, that's it, right?
Wait.
Also,
if the elves are also in league, and we tell them each other if we tell them each other are in league, they might stop helping.
Yeah, so we'll see how it shakes out. I think we've got a couple cards to play regardless of how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
No, another thing I want to do is research the king.
Guard.
Because
Mythbrak. I feel like he either has a curse on him. I think he has a curse on him.
I don't know. It may just be that he's like a guy who was really good at killing people who became king and isn't really good at being a king. He's much better at killing people.
But here's the thing. Why I want to do it. He's wasn't in any clans to begin with.
Oh, the king of the dwarves. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of. Yeah. So and there's a mystery there too about why the guy hasn't come back. So whether or not that's our job to look into or something we can help with is figure out. But yeah, something fishy's going on for sure.
Yeah, I feel like he either has a curse on him, or he has a spell on him, like a permanent enchantment on him.
Yeah, and if that's the case, it's going to be above our pay grade. Like, they got pretty powerful magic guys, it seems like.
Yeah, either way, Belgar would be able to remove curses and that kind of stuff. And if he can raise dead, he could also, spell
magic and stuff.
No, he can only dispel evil. If it is a magic enchantment, they need a wizard.
So,
Yeah, definitely something fishy.
y'all
Yeah.
ready?
I think
Oh,
Tasso just
no.
stepped away for a second.
Oh,
So we're hashing through our options here as we try to figure out what universe. Well, just I am honestly taken aback that they would even let a hobgoblin in. So things must be way worse in here than we thought. That they didn't just shoot him on sight. Of course, that could be my extra game speciesism against hobgoblins, but who knows?
it's definitely different. What I would say, definitely not. But Britt did mention like they're in like panic because
Yeah.
they for the last almost 1,000 years they've had this cycle with their king coming back. The king comes back, he fixes all their problems, he goes away for a while. Well, he doesn't go away for a while. He goes away exactly 75 years, and not return. And that's causing power.
Now-
People doing power grabs and stuff.
And now they're looking for an outsider to shake up the system and stick it to the man.
Pretty much.
It'll be all right.
Like, you guys are really, just crushing Lodimer Mountain Belt. He's just a dwarf, communist workers' rights kind of guy. He's just trying to get middle class jobs back. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? All about that life. Actually, Vance is not. Vance wants the peasants where they were born to be.
I mean,
Really, though.
I'm perfectly fine with what he wants. But when he involves hobgoblins who want to kill me, that's where I draw the line.
Anthropopulism, of course, can get behind, but the other kind of populism, not so much. It's I don't know. I would think though that they'd be like, hey, these guys are literally like the pro-Satan party. Do you think we should work with them? I don't know. Their money spends. Like,
Well, that was a big blow. That was a good point to bring up, and that was a big blow to his little argument. His little why don't we just respect all religions? You don't know. You don't think that probably.
so I don't know either in universe or more broadly, I guess, but like, is it so like in human culture, like, hey, you did us this big thing, like we'll just pay you, it'll be fine, right? And some places could be considered insulting, but dwarves are like all about that life and treasure and things, so that would be like a normal like weregeld or pence or like fair trade kind of deal. So like, I'm just trying to navigate their honor system here, where like we want is favors and intangible goods. Like, is that a foreign concept? And they're like, what do you mean you don't want jewels? Are you feeling okay? Like, I don't want to walk into that trap either.
I'm talking generally, most dwarves that's kind of their life obsession is to create. So one of the things I was thinking about, like while we had a break, because, or not just this break, but like the past couple weeks, is kind of what is the difference between Vulcan and Moradin, right? So Vulcan and Moradin are the same god, but they're different aspects. One's worshipped by humans and one's worshipped by dwarves. So the religion's a little different. To me, it's kind of like Catholicism and Orthodoxy. I'm talking they're both very similar, but they're also two different things. So really, I think the difference between humans worship Vulcan in a sense of like what Vulcan can create for them to do awesome things. Like, I created a plow and I'm able to plow my fields. That's awesome. Like, utility of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I made a hammer. about how great this god is that provides them with the ability to make stuff, to forge and create awesome things. For the dwarves, it's about the beauty of the craft. Like, they worship Vulcan in the sense of like, I create something that is amazing and beautiful and that lasts. You know, dwarves aren't really big on poetry and stuff like that because it's ephemeral. It goes away. But they are big on like, I'm going to make this amazing throne for the next millennium. All the kings will sit upon it and it will last because it is made of iron and gold and things that will last. So that is kind of like where they're at, headspace wise.
Is it Tolkien rules where like the dwarves were forged from Moradin's will or something, and like they were born, they were crafted, right?
Well, the running dwarven theory on how creation happened, that's not to say this is how it happened, but what they believe is that basically Moradin, like, you know, tried to make a soul, like a person, and he stuck it in the fire and he left it in there too long and it got real burnt. And those burned things basically became like orcs. And so he tried to make another thing and he left it in there too not long enough. And that those basically became like the elves. And then like he tried to make, you know, he made the perfect thing and it went in there for the perfect amount of time, and then that's the dwarves.
What are humans then?
They're not really in the myth. The humans came about through humanity's own stuff. A lot of times in these like fairy tale like kind of stories and stuff, they have creation for like the dwarves, the elves, and the orcs, and then it's just like, and then humans showed up.
You see, if you have a pile of meat and you put a wet rag on it and leave it there for 6-7 weeks, the humans just kind of crawl out. It's wild.
I honestly, Ryan, I feel like Horus like worships Vulcan the way dwarves worship Moradin instead of the way humans worship Vulcan. I don't know why. I like how his like how he like how I've been playing him. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he worships Vulcan more like how the dwarves worship Moradin.
Okay, good. I think that's cool. I think so too. So,
I think you've been playing it that way for sure.
you back tossing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get rolling. So, after about 45 minutes of y'all just like hanging out, like they take you to 2 different parlors that are there for you guys to kind of relax in. And then the Hobgoblins have their own parlor. Belgar comes into the room and he's just kind of like, he's got a look of weirdness on him, even for a dwarf, which is kind of hard to do. Kind of looking around, he's like, this is quite
Oh
nice.
no.
They still debate. I do not get a vote. So I am just a parliamentarian and a advisor. The 3 clans vote on all issues. The clans decide what should happen. Right now, it hinges upon Werdak, Cragmere, and the warriors. Mortimer Mountain Belt is still holding to that this will be profitable and that we can prevent war. Whereas Broad Shoulders and his scholarly research has told him that Tiamat is not good. This pit that they are seeking is definitely not good, and nothing
I have something of an unorthodox idea, and I don't know the rules of your sacred council of the mithril city, so forgive me if I step out of turn here. But deep in the mines and the treasure hoard of the moss, the foul creature which we slew, we discovered a treasure which may be of some service in this matter. Horace, if you could present it.
Yeah, I present the medallion of ESP to him.
This amulet, if the wielder focuses upon it, will broadcast his thoughts to all who listen. Do we know? So, Ryan, is it like? Do we know? Is it? It's like a stream of consciousness thing. So, like, we could use this in a way to like ask somebody questions, to try to trip them up. Essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. Or to see their inner thoughts rather than their actual, like, whatever they're saying or trying to front.
Right.
Have I barking up the wrong tree?
You could like have it on and look at someone and be like, pink elephants, and then like you would know what they were thinking when you said that. You know what I mean? Like, are they actually pink elephants?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, okay, so is it actually cursed, or did we just roll double ones?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I'll take it back then. I take it back. So...
You believe it's an amulet of ESP. 30.
Billy believes that it's an amulet of 2 out of 2 times we've been broadcasting our thoughts. All right. A moment. Horace, come over here. We're gonna get 40 feet away from everybody else. we're gonna 10 minutes. Oh, just hold on. I'm doing it. Farts.
Alright. So, Forrest is using it on you?
I mean, whatever. I don't know. One way or the other. Yeah, Horace. I'm thinking farts. What are you thinking?
So, Forrest, you start, like, getting a slight odor in your nose of, like, fart, and, like, you hear Vance's, like, voice in your head going, farts.
Okay, all right.
Okay, it worked. It worked.
All right. Just kidding. So, what I was about to say, this amulet allows us to read the thoughts. I'd say like 85% of the time. Just a thought. I liked the other way we're going to do it too, though.
It's like, I don't feel that is
It would.
an honorable thing to do, to read someone's thoughts without their permission.
Oh no, I
No, we
wouldn't mean
asked their
to use it
permission.
on. Yeah, I wouldn't mean to use it on your brethren, certainly, but on Hell Ravel. Certainly, he must be willing to. The man's silver tongue, notwithstanding, perhaps he would agree to.
Mortimer gave him safe conduct, and I would feel dirty.
Fair enough.
doing
Fair enough. I was simply offering. Again, forgive my squishy human misunderstanding of
I do appreciate
ways.
but right now, the decision lays with where the warriors want to be. Do they wish to be in battle, or do they wish to I can say this. Whatever the council decides, I am the head of the church. And as such, I issue you a boon. With that boon, I can bring back one of your friends.
Thank
Be
you.
very grateful.
Ordained does not often
Fear that
use our magics on those that are not of his kind. This would be quite great. It would also require the sacrifice of all of you. In order for me to put life
What?
into her, I need to take some from you.
blood.
Be done, I say.
What type of life?
I need
Blood, correct?
No. I need a bit of your life essence to slam back into her body and revive her.
Calravel slew our friend in cold blood. She teeters now, we fear, on the edge of the cursed hell of her people because she was not allowed to die with honor. She interposed herself between enemies and myself more times than I can remember in the short time that we were.
She sounds
I gladly.
a wonderful person. I would love to. This ritual is not a short ritual. I will need all of you to go under a deep sleep for a minimum about 2 fortnights.
Oh.
I will pull
That's okay.
I will pull the energies out of you. I will place them into her. And she'll recover. In the end, you might feel a little more sickly, a little less breath in your chest, but you will be fine.
Isn't Ryan? I have a question.
Yep.
Isn't Ray's dead instant?
He's doing a spell that's not normally granted to him because he's not allowed to cast things on humans.
Oh.
Dwarf, and he
Okay.
has to adapt. She's gonna come back really short and with a beard. It's terrible.
Dwarves are very protective of the clerical magics.
Ah. All right.
We've come this far, lads. Say,
So, to let you know out of game,
I'm
saying I'm going to take a point of constitution from all of you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I'm going to
Ah.
in order for y'all to get her back.
Damn it.
I'm fine with it. It's just it's gonna put me at -1 con.
You don't have to do it.
I tell you what,
I am perfectly fine with it if you guys are.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ryan, Vance feels a little more responsible for this, perhaps, than the others. I'm not sure why. But if somebody's feeling squeamish, you can take double juice from Vance. He doesn't mind.
Well, he wants it to be.
I don't know if it works like that.
It doesn't really work like that. It's a group sacrifice.
Okay, I just throwing it out. Was throwing it out there. It's up to you guys. But she
I'm
will burn
perfectly
in hell
fine with it.
forever if we don't. That's
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with him taking a bit of con. It's just I'll be at -1 con.
Okay.
yeah, I'll lose my threshold too, so I'm there with you.
Yeah. I'll lose my +2 for con.
So
I think all of us are gonna take a ding. Yeah.
everyone's gonna lose him. All right. It's like then once this is decided, I will begin.
Do you think we could wait till the hobgoblins are specifically out of the city limits to begin?
I'm not sure if they're going to kick.
Because
I don't know what their decisions
I would like at least to wait to hear what the council renders if you think
yeah,
the
that's
next day or two.
yeah.
were. The council should have its decision short. As he says that, you see like a runner or courier kind of run through, and like the council's requesting everyone come back in.
Okay. Oh dear. Where that? Come on, man.
I don't know. They wouldn't be dwarven warriors if they weren't ready for a fight.
Yeah.
I hope.
You come back in, and the big gavel bangs again. As the council made its decision, Elgar's voice kind of bellows. And you see Werdak stand up, and he's like, yes, we have voted, and we have come to a decision. We will not be accepting the offer from the illustrious prefect, Kelberman. And
Oh.
he's stone-faced. He's sitting there. He doesn't flinch. He sits there. He just kind of gives an ever so slight nod. We will honor the agreements we have made in the past, as our king would want, but in a manner of our choosing. We wish the prefect to know that we will not be directly interfering in his operation, though he strays into our territory, we will respond in kind. And with that, I would like to excuse you from these halls and from our city. The prefect will bow and give like a little flourish. I respect the decision of this council, and I respect what you have done. I disagree, but I respect. And I will take my hoping that we can someday a better And as he's like walking out, he kind of looks over at you, Vance, and winks, and he's like, I'll be seeing you real soon.
Oh dear.
It's the goatee. He just can't resist.
Of course.
So
Oh god, that was stressful.
as he leaves, Werdak Cragbeard basically looks down and says, we will not be marshaling our troops and marching off to war. But we would be willing to lend aid in the form of money, arms, and equipment. We would be willing to offer
With-
the Viscount a 0% interest loan and at cost goods for the duration. I understand money can buy a lot of mercenaries. What say you, Sheriff?
I got deal.
And in order to cement this friendship, all of the money that you retrieve from that tavern in that feast, we will be sending home with you as a donation to the effort.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
We will also be sending you 100 suits of our finest plate, 100 of our finest blades, and 100 of our finest shields.
Lord Cragbeard, the wisdom of Moradin's sons are matched only by their generosity.
That is...
Bow.
Yeah, that is... amazing.
That is how
I do... Yeah. Ryan, do we know if, like, they're, like, doing, like, a convoy thing with it, or...
They said they'd send it home with you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, we're going to have to get more than our 8 guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
we hope that we are doing the right thing by our city and by our king. This council rarely has a split decision, and this was one. It's held by a very fine thread. We do appreciate everything you have done for us. Is there anything else we can do?
I do have a question about what you're going to do with, well, if there are any more clones in the city.
We will be on the lookout. I'm not sure what we
I mean, what you will do to them.
At this point, I assume we will keep them under watch. As long as they act civilized, I assume they have done no wrong in the eyes of the courts of justice.
Of course. So... anyone else?
No, I think
Oh, I got
everything I want.
Yeah, I think... oh, dear.
I'm not used to it working out for us. So
Yeah, I am extremely surprised. Okay.
Just one quick kind of like side note question. How much gold do we have in like total group funds?
So the stuff that we pulled up from the dwarf mine was about 11,000 in jewels. That's not counting all the other stuff that we're now getting in a big pile to take back to Iron Guard. It's also not counting all the treasure from the orc lair that we've cleared out.
Oh, yeah.
So about 11,000 gold in gold, basically.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Plus or minus. I also do think we probably want to split some of that 11,000 number with Brith and with the Axe Brotherhood, particularly since 2 of them died. We probably owe their families some wear-gil.
Yeah.
Depending on how much comes out, it's probably like 12 to 1,500 gold apiece.
So we'll probably, after the 11,000, about like what we get, 8,000-9,000.
Well, so it if we split it up the way that I'd mentioned earlier, it'd be about 1,300 GP per per character. So like each actual human being in the real world would be about 1300. If we split it evenly and also cut in Brith and a half share for the Axe Brotherhood each.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like an O group.
Oh, total 6,500, 7,000, something like that.
Okay.
Plus a bunch more. I don't know how much these other items are going to sell.
Yeah.
We never got around to it.
Yeah. Though, okay, so I think we're good with the council, right, Ryan?
Okay, if y'all are good,
That's
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
I don't want to push our luck. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Though we do have to find some way to bring it all back. That's
Sure that Lord Ironguard can spring some guys to go get a truckload full of weapons and gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
I think that we should, because the thing is, we all know that the Hobgoblins are going to be waiting for us to leave and are going to try to
100%.
steal it.
Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
So that's something that we can talk to them about, like logistics and stuff.
Yeah.
I also note. Go ahead.
well, the big thing is you guys are going to be under for almost a month.
We had some thoughts about that actually. So we were talking in the sidebar earlier about. I'm not sure how we would work it out given the new circumstances, but so we have this treasure map to the tomb of King Suleiman, who's definitely not a vampire out in the desert or whatever. And we were thinking about maybe telling Ryphon about it, and Ryphon can get together a group of dudes to go check it out.
and we fund them like they're the B team, like we fund their exploration and that kind of stuff. And they go out and clear it.
That's an interesting.
You smell what we're stepping in.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that online.
Yeah, so we were trying to put it together a little bit more before we presented the proposition, but the opportunity seems to have presented itself here. So
Yeah, that might work. So we'll talk about it. So, is there anything you want to do before you guys go into your deep slumber?
Well, I mean, we were going to, well,
and like in the dwarf city, other than maybe like finding a new kit for Oaken Shield and making sure that the Axe Brotherhood gets their cut of the loot, so that they can go on their merry way. I didn't have anything else.
There was one thing I do want to do, but that's going to be more of a Ben's thing because he's got the higher intelligence.
What do you have in mind?
Kind of what I kind of
For the research.
Yeah. The research thing about
Myth Barak.
yeah.
I don't know if that how long or how much I'd be able to get done without. We'd have to like access the archives, and it may be a long thing to do that versus us like being put under anesthesia for a month. So I don't know if the dwarves would allow us to access their ancient libraries and stuff or not, Ryan.
I'm talking at this point, yeah. I think they would.
Yeah. So if it's something that we could research in a fairly quick amount of time, maybe we can spend a day or two getting our affairs in order before we get put under. I guess would be the thing to do. We're gonna have to like send a runner to the elves with the map anyway, and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
How long?
This we'll settle all your downtime affairs. What you do before the deep sleep, and we'll discuss what we're gonna do in the Discord. But I do want to have the scene where you guys go under tonight. If that's
Okay.
with everyone.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all come
What do you mean?
Like, he goes around to the back and like pops that like seal and your plates come off. So it's just like kind of you with this like ruffy beard that is there. And he's like, we must knock the mold off of your floor.
The mold?
Yes. As I said before, you are in a mold.
Oh. I assume that's... I do not exactly know what you mean by the mold, but
Do you trust me, brother?
of course.
He goes over and like there's a giant ant. And when I say giant, I mean like big giant anvil that you can lay across. He's like, I need you to take your position. It's got carved into it. It's made of like different metals, like the horn is gold, and like the base is brass. A lot of it is silver. As you like lay across it. And as you're staring up into the ceiling, you're looking at a carved relief of Moradin's face.
Oh.
He's like, prepare yourself. You guys are all watching this movie. And he like basically mumbles some words and like a glowing hammer basically like floats in the air next to him. And he basically looks over and points and like these group of assistants that they look half priest, half engineer slash blacksmith. They come over with a big giant like pail of water. They dump it on you. Your armor and your body starts to hiss, and it also like starts to hurt a little bit as like you can feel the chainmail starting to like pop from your body and start like coming off. He starts wailing on the side basically of you to kind of try to break it open. And when he gets a little bit of room and you start screaming as loud as you can, he gets another of his assistants and they start like pry barring this over you. And it's almost like an old-fashioned can opener. They're like going all around, like prying open this thing, and it's almost like splitting you in half on the side as you feel it like ripping, and you just take a quick glance over and you see your arm, and it's powerful, and like it's covered with a brownish gold skin, and it's it feels muscular, but it's also fresh, like it's never been seen the day. And they start peeling this off of you, and they strip it, and eventually, after about 10 minutes and a lot of pain, you are flesh basically.
Oh.
And he's like, now you look like what I expected. And they hold up a mirror for you. You don't look like Horus anymore. You look like, in essence, a stereotypical, archetypical, like picture of Moradin himself looks like.
Wait, what?
Man,
Like,
I guess those miracles hits you pretty hard.
I look like
You gotta lay off the miracles, man.
I look like the spitting image of Morden.
Pretty much. You're probably about, I don't know, 5'1" now. Stocky.
Oh.
Beard.
Okay then. Wait, Ryan. Am I like a giant dwarf basically?
I wouldn't say you're a giant dwarf. I would say you're a slightly taller than average dwarf.
But I'm still a cleric?
Yep.
Have I changed anything to like any of my stats to be of that of a dwarf? Or am I just cleric?
I will adjust your things, but that's why your XP in your character sheet was higher, because I wanted to get you to an even level with where you would be.
Oh.
So thus, you said last time you needed like 600 XP to level. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give everyone 600 XP.
Okay then.
And your class is now Dwarven Cleric, which is in the Dwarf book.
As it was meant to be.
As it was meant to be.
That is amazing. Oh, I need like 660 actually. Yeah.
Then everyone gets 660.
Okay.
But we do get the XP from the treasure now since we brought into a town, right?
I think we got it last week
You got it.
when we got like a jillion experience. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was
Yeah, that was it.
it or not.
That's why you got like close to
Okay.
Well, ores are absolutely glowing.
Yeah, this feels weird. It doesn't feel bad. It's just strange.
Unfortunately, Mithril cleans up pretty quickly, so they'll be able to get puke out of my shirt. It's no problem, I hope.
So I'm level 6 now, right, Ryan?
No, you're level 5. Sorry.
Oh.
Had to get you even because it takes a lot
Oh.
for a Dwarven Cleric to level. Because you get a lot of perks. You got Dwarven saving throws. You can now use swords.
Yes, finally.
Too bad you have the Omega.
So you can use crossbows. You can use everything that a fighter can use. You can use. So we'll go over your advantages and stuff. Oh, did I lose y'all for a second?
And I
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. So yeah, you get a couple cool advantages. We'll go over them over the week. I'm gonna have to adjust your character sheet as we go along because there's no template for it. But you know, no big deal. But yeah, you get
Awesome.
you get a lot of cool stuff. But I thought this was an appropriate.
So now lay down on this spoke and bleed for us.
Yep.
Some of that fresh god blood, if you don't mind.
Since I lost a point, 1 plus 2 in con to plus 1, do I lose 6 points of health?
You haven't lost it yet, so leave it where it's at for now. We'll adjust them all at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll probably call it there. I think with all of y'all going to sleep. But like I said, if you guys want to get some of your affairs in order and do a couple things, you can definitely do that. You guys can have a couple days in character to kind of get your affairs going before you go into this.
Well, what we got not everybody, but us on at least, what we'd been talking about was like, oh, let's give this map to Ryphon, and then Ryphon can assemble his own team, crack adventurers, to go check this thing out. And then that gives everybody a chance to like make a new guy at level 1 and, try out something new while the main party is doing whatever the hell they were doing. And now that we're going to be taking a snooze for a month, it seems like a good opportunity to figure out a way to make that happen, I guess, is...
Yeah, so that like we're not, so that something's still happening in that month,
right?
I can dig with that. I might have to do some adjustments because I wasn't planning on that, but that's not a bad thing. I just got to think about it. Yeah, I like it. Maybe start your new characters off maybe a little higher. I'm talking Ryphon's got 8,000 XP, so it's not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But yeah.
Andy has magic weapons.
He's the only other guy we know. So
yeah.
Entertaining.
I was like thinking of good times to do it, and then you're just like tonight you're like, I just think I'm more like a dwarf than I am like a human.
I got news for you.
That's why.
Almost like a clone of sorts.
But now you're not a clone.
Yeah,
Do you have?
I feel like.
Do you have some time to talk about our Lord Moradin?
Yeah, I feel like now it's time to tell the guys that I died.
My real question is when did you die?
That's a good question. Don't think about it. It's fine.
Frozen by the ice trap? Was it when you breathed the poison clock? Was it some of the time before that?
Was it when I got shot in the knee 7 times? you never know.
No, he died when the poison is what killed him.
Yeah.
The poison is what killed Horus.
Okay.
He died. He failed his saving throw and died. But
We saved Horus from the poison, from the clock thing or whatever, right? And then an hour later, we walked into a room and Horus is like, "Hey, what's this trap?" And got like frozen to death.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're like, "Oh crap!" And then we're like, "Dear here's this forge.
Yeah.
Hey, forge god, like fire's your thing, right?"
Forge trap is what. Yeah, that trap did it, and then yes, you went and got forged. So whenever the god came down and forged you into that suit, that's when Horus died. But he put another. He's literally called the soul forger. So he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll just forge another soul and put that in here."
Well, make one of the difference.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Horus, we have soul at home. We don't need to go out for soul.
All right.
Awesome,
know,
man.
Get some ideas on stuff you want to do, and what is it? And just so you're not wasting a whole bunch of time, Billy, I'll at least give you this: that the scholars group here will, for the time that you're being asleep, will offer you the services of a scribe.
Nice.
So the scribe will inscribe into your spellbook if you're willing to trust them with it. And in essence, so you don't waste those weeks doing nothing, and you can get some more spells.
Like it. Down.
you know, I was hoping I'd be taught rune magic, but this is so much better.
But you can still do rune magic.
I mean, yeah, but now I'm down to 8 con.
We're all taking a hit, man. It's all right. It's for the greater good.
Can't make an egg without, can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
Yeah.
I will say this, I was going to save it for the return, but I'll at least give you this. When Hagertha returns, she is returning as a PC. She's not returning as a...
Oh?
She's not... Well, I'm saying
So you got-
she's still going to be an NPC, but she's going to get full experience from now on. Like, you guys have adopted her enough that, like, she has gained PC-dom. Like, her stuff, so she will now
Awesome.
be like a fully fledged character because you guys have invested in her enough that like she's no longer a henchman. She's like a member of the group.
I low key have felt guilty, like as much as you can for a make believe game, but for a while about like it is kind of entirely my fault. But everybody else has a little blame too. I'll spread it around. But I did feel bad about the whole situation.
Well, you guys just went through hell and back to get her back, so that's
And
literally went to hell and back.
it's not like her whole family died, and then she went off with us and got sent to hell, and then anyway, it'll be better now.
it's all better in the end.
So, Ryan, what I'm hearing is that she's going to have death saves.
No, she's just
God.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
use that. She's pretty hard.
Yes.
Unless she gets stabbed in the throat from behind, she's pretty hard.
Yeah, she didn't die in battle.
I know, but
She
still.
got juked by a knife.
Yeah, but
classic.
still death saves.
Her only
Yeah, I'm not saying
a knife.
betrayal.
So, all right.
All right, duders.
I got stuff I gotta get. So, all right.
All right,
See ya.
See you.
later on. Thanks, Ryan.
We're on. Have a good one.
Peace.